When I went to Africa in 2008, my wife says the man who went never returned. I was a college and youth pastor for a long time, did a lot of domestic and international mission trips, and kind of saw poverty firsthand. I saw the lack of water firsthand. I saw hunger firsthand. Saw the remnants of human trafficking stuff. A lot of those things kind of rattled who I was and what I thought. And I wasn't necessarily convinced that 2 weeks in those experiences or a domestic mission trip even for a week was enough to make impact where those were. Came back from that, and not too long, I was on staff at the church for a long, long time, and my wife just said, hey, if you ever need to leave the church, I'm at peace with that. Just August 2012, my life just kind of mentally and spiritually bottomed out. So in September, I went kind of on a discovery trip. I went down to Nashville and I met with some friends, I met with some justice organizations trying to see what I was passionate about and what I might do. You don't usually do that when you're 47 years old, but I did. And about 2 months later, I actually resigned from the church with no plan. We landed on a coffee house. Ultimately, I spent a lot of time at the coffee house as a youth pastor, and I have a passion for coffee. And I'd done some experiences where I was pretty good at creating community, so I thought, what if I could really take my gift set and make it work in a coffee shop? Maybe I should do that. If we create a great experience of people wanting to come for the coffee, then the more likely they're going to stay and figure out what we do. We chose to do nonprofit and then chose the topics of hunger, water, and human trafficking. Pretty much most of us can probably agree that nobody should starve to death, lack freedom, or die of a preventable waterborne disease. The hardships are always the unpredictable, so you never know when you're going to have a setback. We look to expand. Somebody hit us up the first year, and then that deal fell through, and then somebody hit us up to expand again, and then it just didn't go anywhere. And then we got to this point where, okay, we have momentum. We're voted the #1 shop in the city. We're doing exactly what we said, and people are supporting what we do. The roaster company kind of did that for a couple reasons. I wanted to create job security long term for some of my staff. Frank, I mean, he's like the nicest guy on the planet. And I know that he has a family he wants to raise. I know he loves coffee. And I started to think through the lens, can we create a career for him?
Kenny had put out a call for people to help with flooring, and called him to see if I could come in and help out, just to learn more about what Roosevelt does. He's a really great networker. He does a great job bringing people together.
To also expand the vision, it feels really popular and hip here in Columbus, but Cincinnati doesn't know what the Roosevelt is and what they do. And Cleveland doesn't, Nashville doesn't, so this kind of gives us the ability to have legs in other cities. Columbus supports Columbus. There's just this beautiful community here. Really, the art community is connected with each other, the justice community is connected with each other, the political community is connected with each other. And then I just love speaking into people's lives, and you know, God has seen fit for me to be able to have conversations with people that if I hadn't had this shop, there's no way that would occur. So I really love that. I just think that's special.